I was constantly trying to clean, delete stuff because I was running out of space on. I don't have a computer. All I have is my iPhone and my iPad. I even went and got a new iPhone. I mean, if I bought me buying a new iPhone and having to freaking recreate things, deleted stuff, then I'm sorry, but if they got deleted, they got deleted. But if you subpoena YouTube and you subpoena Twitter, you can get all that information. So it's not like I'm trying to hide anything because a lawyer can subpoena that information. You know,
there once was a squirrel and her name was Little Red. She ate some bad peaches, it went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Little Red, ooh, ooh, Little Red, ooh, ooh. She goes where no other squirrels tread, ooh, ooh." Squirrel!
Squirrel! Hey y'all, hey! How are you doing? Oh, there's a few people in here. I didn't think there would be. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and see if give it a few minutes. This is kind of last minute. Oopsie, I'm jacked up my stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was still listening, and I know it started. Y'all could hear it. LB. How do I get this off of here? Let's see. Damn it. No, stop. So it'll be just a couple minutes while I'm waiting for. It worked. So Hey, y'all. Hey. Can you hear me now? Hello. Hey, everybody. Elle Bee is wrapping it up. Yes. Hey, y'all. I lost it again. Okay. I saw Salty tweet. Elle Bee read it, and Lori almost started crying. She said, "I'm out of here," basically. But I mean, sorry, my microphone got unplugged. I've got to get a new cord for it because the Android plug is plugged into it, just falls right out if I move it. Let me say hey to everybody. There's 13 people in here. Did I go? I'm live, so it might be late. We'll probably do this again tomorrow, but we'll talk about a little bit about it. What did y'all think about Lorianne? She backtracked, didn't she? I say she is back with Katie. What do y'all think? If she's not friends with her, talking to her again, she's trying. That's my thoughts on that. Or Katie's made her ashamed her and made her feel bad. Hey, Nikki, Eileen. Hey, Melanie, Nikki, Nene, Jennifer, Lisa Marie, Miss Cassandra, Irish Jazz, Crazy Lady. Crazy Lady, you're not Crazy Sims Lady, right? There's 2 different accounts. I don't know. I'm just asking. SC Johnson, what's up? Barrett, Melanie. Y'all can hear me now, right? Okay. Keep seeing no sound. Hey, Bama. Rarely care. I just popped in over there and caught like 10 minutes of that. Come back here. Yeah, we were waiting for that. Hey, Mother of Rots, Kimberly. I'm loving my chair still. This gave you the heartburn. I hear you. I've got some new emojis for the people that are new here or the people that weren't here last night. Did y'all see the pattern of problematic behavior that was going on in the chat? Is it just me? Am I the only one? I think it was pretty obvious. I think I commented too that the only ones being rude are the ones who are friends with the few people that didn't want this interview to happen for some reason or another. I can't imagine why. I heard during that interview tonight, she's thrown any credibility she had right through. Well, I mean, she did, but she didn't. I mean, she doesn't need it anymore because the case is forever going to be not in Washington, and that's the only thing they needed her for. Terry Lynn, I've got a bone to pick with you. I'm really not mad at you, but you really did kind of get me in trouble. Or they trying? No, I know it's not you, but man, I didn't know that what you were saying last night. I should have known what tall woman meant, but I didn't know who Bruce was. I still don't know who Bruce is. She is all over Twitter saying I doxed her, whining to YouTube at Team YouTube, like Katie herself, about me doxing her when there wasn't a dox. Even if I'd have known what was going on, that wasn't a dox. A dox implies that someone's private information was shared. Unless you shared her private information, because I didn't read all the chat. I just closed the chat. After I closed the chat, someone told me that there was also towns or addresses. Did you put addresses, Terry, or was it just towns? Because that's not a dox either. And someone said to her on her Twitter, did they say something more than towns names? Because you say where you live constantly, so you can't say that's a dox. If her name wasn't there, And I know it wasn't a dox, but then she did a privacy violation on me. And YouTube sent me an email saying there was no violation. But she said, no, look at it again. I added more screenshots on YouTube. I don't know what's really going on, but I don't know how. And I love and appreciate everyone that tries to stay neutral. I hope you can stay neutral. You might want to mute it for a second. I don't know how this can be taken as okay and you can just be blind to what's going on. And you can be neutral and stay out of it. But if one side's going to make it public, I think being neutral is fine. But you still hold your friends accountable. And she might be your friend, but Heather's one of my subs here too. She's neutral. She said, what I would like to see is for both of y'all to keep this privately, talk to each other. It's not private anymore. It's not private. I would have loved for that to have been private too, but she didn't make it private. She took it public. The reason it's still going on is because my name gets tweeted every day. So you can be neutral and I love you to death. But don't co-sign this bad, just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And yes, Shen's called, tagged me in Elle Bee's chat and said, come get your manager or something. And I was actually in a DM with her at the time. And I said, oh, look, what your friend sent you. That person's always like, what, SC? Who are you talking about? You talking about Shins? I'm not neutral. DM is a snake. I mean, yeah. Look, here's my thing. I went live, the first live I did about it, and she was mad, I did too. First live I did about it, I believe, is because she went, hold on. I don't even remember. There's been so much now. Give me a second. When she went live crying, I meant you and the person that put that info out. And I do not approve of anyone putting out info that I did not mean to do that about Dottie. Golly, I'm sorry. Welcome. I didn't know it was happening, Heather. How about Dottie? Could you have anything? Look, if it's about my if it's about my channel or something that was wrong like that, she could have emailed me. She could have reached out and said, could you take that down? I would have took it down. I took it down anyway, and YouTube told me I didn't have to. But she's going around whining that telling Team YouTube they were wrong. Check again. She doxed me. I didn't know that was happening in my chat. And then Sue M, she must have inherited a crystal ball. And she said the creator did know. How did she know I knew? I didn't. She said, well, you got a DM. Yeah, I got a DM and it said, Dottie's tall lady. Okay, well, I didn't see all the stuff she was putting in the chat about tall lady. And I knew it wasn't a troll because I've seen her name. Then she calls Charlotte. She emails Charlotte, whom she completely co-signed that dox just by saying, oh, yeah, I don't agree with it, but it's okay. I forgive her. Instead, I mean, I understand not turn your back on your friend, maybe that doxed someone, but how about give her a hard time for a day? But whatever. You didn't care about Charlotte when she got doxxed, and you're going to message Charlotte and ask her to make a public statement against her member for doxing her in somebody else's chat. Because now we're supposed to police our subscribers, our members, and our mods. And she can't even keep herself in line. She don't even hold herself to these standards. But then she said that on Twitter the other day. We should all keep ourselves to these standards that we want people to hold their mods to. She's in her chat calling me a drug addict and with a record. And she's mad that someone put a charge in my chat and it's not even her or her boyfriend's charge. It's like an ex-person she was with. It's not even anybody she cares about's charge. Why does she care? Nobody knows who it is. My word, like, I'll tell you why, because that's not what the outrage is about. Someone found it and outraged her, but what's really going on is she wants everybody to be like, okay, she wants everybody to be mad at me again. Am I wrong? I'm telling you. Why else do that and tweet about it? She should never have come forward and said the nasty about you. Exactly. If she shouldn't have. Do I agree with doxing? No. Was that dox? Not even almost. That was nowhere near a dox. And I'm so tired of being held to different, like, it's just different. I'm not supposed to mention stuff. I'm not supposed to say any of their names, but they can get on live streams, 6 people in a live stream, and all of them talking about me and my mental health. And I'm not supposed to say their names or even talk about them without saying their names. Kissing my butt. Like, seriously? And what was channel manager saying that defended Shins in that chat a while ago? Because all I seen was Shins being rude as hell. What did channel manager do? Because she was talking to me in the DMs. Police wife, I've been accused of doxing her. I'm pissed off about it because it's ridiculous. Hey, AR. Give me 1 second. I've got to answer. Hold on. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. The joy of my son living beside me. He called and said, "There's somebody in your barn." No, there's not. What are you talking about? But I went out there today to get my make sure my lawn. I've got to mow my grass, y'all. Why is this happening? And I went out there today and I turned the light on and he sees it. Do y'all see the glitch? I've got to unplug it and redo it. Okay. That might not work tonight. I don't know why it's doing that. Who said they needed to be filled in? Tagged her back and told her to handle it outside. What are you talking about, Kimberly? Nikki O'Shea told Dottie that's all over. She's all over Twitter. What are y'all talking about? She did that last night. I thought it was today. So, oh my word. So which one of them are watching my streams? I don't ever go watch hers. Unless it's a let me rant about Lil Red's record. And let's set the record straight. I got St. Pete, huh? Or Tampa. And he said, the only thing is I saw that Terry put in there, and this was today. No. Yeah, this was today when I went, because I freaked out. I privated like 6 videos because I didn't know which one I had no idea. And then the person who told me, hey, Jane, told me, yeah, Shins is boss lady, but she's really being a lapdog for someone else. Like, she don't care about this video or this interview. Somebody she's friends with doesn't want this interview done. That's why she was all in the dude's DM, whatever. I lost my train of thought. Well, okay, when I privated 4 videos, and then somebody told me, the person that sent me the screenshot said it was your last night. Because I couldn't private them and find it, because when you private a video, the live chat goes away. So I made them all public again. I went back to last night's. I made it unlisted so I could go through and read the comments. And the only one I had to see to make me turn off the chat was I saw a charge. And I saw something saying if anybody has something to say, send it my way. I turn it off. And then then later, like way later tonight, after I'm sitting here to watch Leslie's interview, I find out that there was something about towns or something, like places she's lived. I didn't see that part. And Sue M on her channel saying that the creator knew. I'm glad you can read minds. I wish I'd have had her around 8 months ago, and I would have like skipped right over Dottie when she wanted to come up on panel. I am sorry, Red, you're not responsible. I'm not mad at you, Heather, but because I love that people don't want to pick sides. But if I do something really shitty, I want you to hold me accountable and say, I don't think that was right. Nobody minded doing that to me in December, and I was wrong. I needed it. But what she's doing is not right. She just wants people to, she wants to be what? My victim of, what did she say? She was like in an abusive relationship. That's bull. She wants to be my victim again. And I haven't done anything to her. I did not dox her. I did not know that. Oh, Sue said what? That it was obviously someone said to her that you were obvious, or Terry was obviously trying to start trouble, and no one took her out of the chat. So now when somebody's saying stupid stuff and I might think they're drunk, because I was wondering, like, is this person drinking? What's she talking about? I didn't think anything like that. And I wasn't reading my chat. Like, I just can't read it all and talk and post stuff. But so now we have to time out everybody that's having fun in the chat and making, I don't know. If there was addresses put in there, I guess my mods should have took it down. But I don't think she put addresses, or I think YouTube would have struck my video and told me to take that out. And by the way, a privacy claim, YouTube sends you an email and tells you have an opportunity to take the violation out of your video. It's not like it's not like getting a strike where you steal content. They're not necessarily going to. I was surprised at how fast your name popped off. What do you mean? I told y'all Lorianne was like, she don't have a problem with me, and for some reason she wants to make sure, like she said at the very end, I don't know if y'all were there, but she was, Lil Red, I never struck you. I know you didn't. I don't have a problem with her. I don't like that. I feel like she's trying to be nice to Katie again, or trying to get Katie back, but back on good graces with her, whatever. I asked her, the last comment I said was, what is your draw to Katie? Why do you keep getting drawn back in with her? Because Katie uses her. Sue M is always making videos on people talking. Rock butt blocks everyone. Who? So no one can respond. I had never seen a Sue M video, but I knew she was trouble. I just don't understand the blind. Has no one in Dottie's camp, since they like to talk like that, has no one told her, like, all this stuff you're doing, you're bringing on yourself? I would have quit talking about her. I said I'll quit talking about her when I go a day and don't hear my name. Yesterday, we didn't really talk about her in my chat because I didn't see my name. So we're talking about her again. And they'll be tweeting, like several of them will be tweeting about me. Just Britt's done a video. Now Sue M's done 2 videos, I think. Maybe just 1. I don't know. You know why I'm talking this time? Because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do the things I'm being accused of doing this time. I didn't do all the things last time. But I'll take that. The reason she quit talking on Twitter or on YouTube, in my opinion, is she got a lot of pushback when she came at me with that video and accused me and talk. She was cussing everybody out, calling people names, crying. You tell me what I said in my video when Erin come on from her channel over here. You tell me what I said that was so offensive that she was in tears. I think she probably had a bad day. I think she probably had a bad few days. She said some trolls have been after her or whatever. That may be true. So she'd had a bad day. It might have been her and her boyfriend, because he was mad about the internet. But nothing I said warranted all those tears and her cussing everybody and her calling me a felon and a what? It was a felon. I have a record. Maybe it won't felon. I have a record, and I'm just so beyond pissed off about it. Wait, Night AR, thank you for coming. Nothing I said was vile and rude and nasty that night. I said I don't think that Charlotte deserves cancel culture and this mob mentality, and I don't agree with it. And can't we be kinder to each other? Oh my gosh, what an evil Satan spawn I am. Salt's tweets right now. And she keeps agreeing with people on Twitter that she would like for this to end. But who's ending it? Because she started it, she needs to end it and quit talking about me, and I'll quit talking. Because God forbid she's not going to apologize. We know that. I don't even want her apology because I want you to do better. Quit. Don't accuse somebody of crimes and then get mad when somebody else get mad at me that someone else said something. It won't even her crime. I'm just fed up, y'all. It's kind of humorous. I don't see salty. Damn it. I'm just the hypocrisy, y'all. The contradictions. I'm telling you, you can't make it up. She's on Twitter going, acting YouTube, fix this. That's what Katie doing. That's what Katie does. She's complaining about Charlotte sad fishing. She gets on a live and cries the whole time while accusing me of crimes and blocking every comment that doesn't agree with her out of her chat. That's called an echo chamber. That's what she accused Charlotte of. It's just ridiculous. I'm trying to find Saltsy's tweets, y'all. Right here. Michael Saltz. There he is. He's tweeted twice in the last hour. And I had to vent it, and I'll get it. It'll come out of my system in a few minutes after a vent session. And I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all being here and listening to me. This ain't like one of my old venting sessions where I'm going to cuss at y'all or nothing. I got control. Salt said, and we never abandoned Miss Barnhart. Even, I'll share. Y'all want to share the screen and see what I'm seeing? Let's do that. Oopsie. Close that one. Close that one. Okay. Where did it go? Mm-hmm. After I share the screen, I'll share the link if someone wants it. But we're going to... that's not salty. Nope. No. Mm-hmm. That would have went over quick if I'd have shared that screen. Yes. Okay, here we go. My messages are closed. All righty. Maybe I won't dox myself. I'm just kidding. Hey, Diane. I'm venting and fussing because I got accused of doxing. And we're looking at Mr. Saltz's tweets from a while ago because I think he's not happy with the interview. He said, and we never abandoned Miss Barnhart, even after the declaration was filed and after she was attacked by the defense. Rather, we remained in contact with her and supportive. Alternate facts may work in politics, but it will not work with us. This is why we document everything. Okay, let's see. I appreciate you doing something about it. I will help in any way I can. Thank you. We can call you tomorrow or when you're ready. Okay. Get some good sleep tonight. I will try. Thank you. Thank you. We still believe everything you told us. Okay. So he shared private DMs, y'all. I'm just kidding. I guess he was taking it for himself. He's not happy with her interview. I don't know why it matters. She's not there anymore. She's not I mean, she always runs back to Katie, so I don't know. He says, I always tell my clients, no good deed goes unpunished. This is the one that Leslie read, and that almost made Lori cry. Exhibit A, this is one of my many thank yous in writing we received from Miss Barnhart after she contacted us to get her story out and after she signed the declaration. Nice try, though. I sent this to Kathy. I bet that's that Kathy 514 or Kathy Gunke she was talking about. No, Kathy Gunke was mean to her. I don't know. And I really want to thank you and Laney. Oh, it's people in his office for helping me out of a deep hole that I felt I was in. It helped me tremendously. Regarding the person, I believe he may be getting into my phone. I don't know for sure. Maybe he is doing it for someone else. Just a thought. He said maybe. And she said some information I found on my phone. Okay. So that's that. And she said her reply to that was she reached out to him and told him she was suicidal. And he basically said, screw you. I think that's how she might have said it different. I don't know. But basically that's what she said. He didn't care. But I mean, he's still a lawyer, you know. He's just been really in touch with the public on Twitter, so I think people feel close to him. But I mean, he's got a job to do, and his job is for Tati, and he's not going to lose focus of that as much money as he's making. Hey, Angela. Hey, Bare Necessity. I've seen you everywhere. I didn't really believe her. Now. Oh, I didn't. There was things she said that I was like, no way. But I'm sure Salts isn't this savior like some seem to make it out to be, but I don't believe Lori. I don't believe, no. Yeah, I know that she said some stuff that wasn't true, I think. But I think everybody kind of thought that would happen. But I don't also think that Salts is this hold him up on a pedestal thing that he's going to like go save children and women. And he's a lawyer. He's just a lawyer. He's a normal guy that's trying to win a case. But I don't know. What did she expect from him? It's kind of what I'm going with, I guess. Hey, Tia. Your opinion of mine. Hey. Pink Flamingo. Oh, and that was a scam. Where'd it go? Dang it. Either way, it doesn't reflect well on him professionally. He should ignore it. I agree. I agree. Like him tweeting. Why is he tweeting? Why you tweet so much? I didn't really believe Lori. She seemed a little off in my opinion. Well, I mean, she's a little Lori, you know. He is not her mentor or therapist. She said he hacked her and sent a screenshot with laugh faces, but then sent a thank you. She said he. See, did she say that at night or she said it previously? Because I was not paying 100% attention. I'm going to have to go back and listen to this interview again. And also, did y'all see how rude some people were being in there? Oh, yes, I am. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I want to check my camera, too, and see, is it loosey-goosey back there? Like Katie Joy? Or what? What's going on with my... It was a shit show. I think it went south. Joey D! Take this link, Joey. Take the link, Joey. This is for Joey. Harmony. I can't believe Joey's here. Hey, Harmony. And I'm going to check my camera. Connection. Give me a second, y'all. What the hell? There's dishes everywhere. Y'all gonna hear me drop something. I drop something every day. Ow! My lamp. Ow. Damn. Did y'all hear the lamp fall on my head? Out. It did. Let's see. Let's see if it works this time. And I will stop sharing that screen. Hey, it worked. How are y'all doing? Okay. Hey, Susan. Y'all, I'm the clumsiest. I am the worstest. We read. No, I'm used to it. Getting that. You see my new squirrel? What's it called? Branding. It's a logo. I took the StreamYards one down, and I've had one that says Little Red with a squirrel that Elliot's Web did for me. But this one, she took the white background off and put a black one so it would blend in perfect. And I love it. It's got, and he's holding a heart. It's one of my emojis, actually. If y'all haven't noticed, I've got some new emojis. Where you at, Joey? Harmony Sage, welcome. I hadn't seen you all in a while. I questioned the mods about the nasty names and comments and was timed out for 10 minutes. Where? At Leslie's? You know what? She didn't have many mods. Did she? I didn't. I saw Schizo with his wrench. What do you think about her saying that she only got the last page and she signed it? I don't believe that. I'll tell you why. Because she told Michael Brown to kick rocks when he asked her to sign one that he could fill in later. Part of it. So I don't believe that. But, I mean, you know. She said someone sent a fax of a screenshot on her phone right after she sent him the document signature. She kept implying it was him or someone. I have a question because I heard them ask, but then I had to leave the room. What was her answer to all of the email addresses she had? What did she say? I quit. And what did? No, you got timed out when you asked about the. Did Joey get my link? Or did he leave? Is he camera shy? Or he's so out of practice he's shy? Hey, I love Bubbles. It was the worst interview ever. I don't know about the worst ever. Hey, classy mom. But did y'all stay till the end, or did y'all hear housewife tell her she better have a good lawyer because it's on? Did y'all hear that? Because it happened. It happened at the very end. I don't know the backstory, but she's pissed. Well, that live was a wild ride. It was something. Hey, Jess Carter. It was so she could be in other people's chat and not. What? Have her Lorianne so created different accounts. So she just used those addresses when she was talking to the lawyers? Is that what she did? Joey, how are you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm good. People ask me about you every day. Where's Joey? Where's Joey?
Yeah, I had to set up my microphone up. I hadn't used it in so long. It was going through my speakers.
How you been?
Okay.
I mean, I told him I keep up with you, but I don't tell you business. So, you just disappeared from the tweeters.
Yeah. Actually, so I didn't realize who, because I saw Crystal Michelle, I can't remember. Flossie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's like, mentions like, she wrote to her sister and it was like, yeah, LA. And I was like, I was wondering who the hell LA was, but.
Lorianne.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's ironic? You show up, last time you showed up, I was ranting and you showed up in my chat. And you show it tonight when I'm ranting. But my rantings are a lot different now than they used to be. They're a lot calmer. I don't lose my cool. But
yeah, I don't even remember last time I showed up.
It's when you asked for a link and I said no, not if you're gonna fuss at me and you left. But you're trying to help me. But yeah, I got it on my system. Check out Vic Blanco and watch the videos on Sauce. I know him. That guy. I like it. I used to like his videos. What does he not like salt?
He doesn't like salts. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a video on it. Basically called him a racist.
Why?
Because like he was involved with some kind of either lawsuit or something in California that had to do with discrimination or something like that. He did a video on it, and he goes after salts. It's like
Really?
a 30-minute video. Yeah, he was pretty hard on him.
I really liked his work on BX, Beast Boy, actually. But
That thing, I have a copy
now
of that somewhere. It makes me laugh.
Let me say, I liked the second one he did. It was better than the first one, I think. But yeah,
but there was his friend who did that. He called him Yeast Boy. Remember that?
yeah, that video you showed me. That was funny. But he actually, Vic is my buddy too, Jess. Ask him if he knows the word. He subbed to me one night, and I was like, we should do something together. And he was like, yeah, sure. And now I haven't talked to him lately. It's been busy over here, but I like him.
Is he still doing stuff though? Because he was kind of stopped. Because I used to watch his.
He doesn't put content out as often as we do, like live streamers do. He does.
Yeah, for a little while he was doing these wacky live streams with, I think it's his sister or his girlfriend or.
Every time I've talked to him, he's been with his sister at home.
Okay, so it's his sister. Yeah, so it's his sister.
But he may have a girlfriend too. I don't know. Who knows?
I think he's LGBT.
I thought he was married to a chick. I don't know.
I don't think so. At least, I mean, a lot of the stuff that he posts kind of implies, you know what I mean, that he
oh yeah,
has different preferences.
Makes no difference either way to me.
Right.
I have actually messaged him and said, what happened to your buddy? Salts is Jewish and absolutely not racist. Being Jewish, does that, and I'm being serious, I don't know, does being Jewish like cancel out your possibility of you being racist? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say people usually aren't, or they just aren't.
Yeah, because Jewish isn't a race anyway, so I don't know what that.
Well, I know, but it's a thing. Like they have beliefs, so which everybody does, and lots of groups say they're not racist, and then there's always gonna be some. Amy Duggar King was in the comments on Catherine's IG Live Night. I've got that IG Live, y'all, being sent to me. Where is she at? I've got it, and she said that Katie Joy was drunk, allegedly. Joey, have you been watching me on the DL and not telling nobody?
No, I haven't watched anything. That's
why
he
couldn't even lie to me for my ego, y'all.
I don't. Yeah, it's like the drama.
Did you hear me ranting before you showed up in the chat? Did you hear what happened?
I just saw that you went on like 23 minutes ago. Like I saw you were on earlier, and then now there's something like an after interview or something else. So, I mean, did you do an interview, or was that the
Leslie Bass interviewed Orianne?
Okay.
And so I was supposed to have JJ. Yeah, you probably remember that name. JJ was supposed to come on and talk about a video that really struck her the wrong way that Katie did about accusing one of the Duggar girls of having an eating disorder. And it hit close to home. Someone that JJ loves struggled with that, and it made her want to speak about it. So that was supposed to be tonight at 7, but she called me today and said, let's do it like tomorrow because Leslie's interview's tonight. And I said, okay. So I changed this one to after the interview. I wished I hadn't now because I really could have talked more interestingly about what the heck's been happening to me on Twitter.
Is Lorianne supporting KJ again?
I think so. She's trying to or something because all of a sudden, I don't know. It just seemed like it. I think the people in the chat were thinking that too. Okay. She's trying to get back in with her or something. But let me.
It wasn't clear then. No, it's like I didn't watch the interview. Like I said, I saw Flossie's tweet today because I don't really go on Twitter.
Oh well. I
too
don't
much.
I don't
I
go on
never
Twitter a
like
whole lot.
anything or anything, and so I like both of her tweets because I hadn't seen anything.
I hear you, Bugsy. You're right.
Oh,
I got an
What?
email that said you need to fix your check your video because you're being accused of doxing, and I'm like, what the heck? And there's screenshots and Dottie's all over Twitter saying, at Team YouTube, you're wrong. Look at this. And she's saying I doxed her because one of my chat they were saying tall woman, and a man's name. And I didn't know who that was. And the whole time, that's all I seen her saying, tall woman. Well, I guess she put a criminal charge. It won't Dottie's, it won't her boyfriend's, it was her ex-boyfriend's, is what Dottie's saying on Twitter. And because of that, they never said her name. They never put an address or birthday. They just said tall woman and a name, and then put a criminal charge later. And she's trying to get my channel in trouble for, I don't know, for I doxed somebody. And then she emailed
Who is trying to get you?
Gotti. And then she emailed Miss Charlotte and said, one of your members doxed me in Laura's chat tonight. Would you make a public statement against it? Okay, well, you turn your back on Charlotte when your friend doxed her. Why is she going to help you out with a dox? And it ain't
Wait a
dox.
minute. She uses her name. How can you dox her? Well, I don't get it.
Because her ex-boyfriend, her ex-husband's or boyfriend's charge was put on there, and they're saying there was like towns too. And someone messaged her on her Twitter and said, you say where you're from all the time. You got to have more than that. It wasn't a dox. It was nowhere near a dox. She's just trying to make everybody mad at me again, I think. Hey, Kano. Julie.
Yeah, she kind of doesn't she talk about like where she plays darts?
She gives the exact bar, the name of the bar. She'll tag it. That's like breaking it down to a small area.
Well, it's also letting people know where she is. I mean, because she tells like what dart, what dart night is or whatever. I don't know what it is anymore, but whatever dart night would be, that means she's going to be there on that day, or I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, I guess the places her and her ex had lived together was listed on there, and I didn't even know this was happening in my chat. I don't watch it. She was here when I stopped being able to keep up with the chat, and if I'm here by myself on panel, and it's just, I don't know. Come to me. She could have still, even though we're not speaking, even though I'm mad at some of the stuff that's went on, and she could have emailed me and said, this happened in your chat. I didn't know it happened. Then Sue M, who is another one of, it's like, it's so divided now. Other than a few people who didn't pick sides, it just got divided. And it's sad, but like one of her moderators did a video. I don't remember
Dottie talking. I don't remember her talking about her ex at all.
I do. It's her kid's dad. But I don't know his name. But all of the people who are mods for her, a lot of them have their own channels. But Sue did a video saying, and the creator knew it was going on. No, I didn't. And how do you know that I knew? What are you talking about? It's just ridiculous. And you know who her mods are, right?
No.
Most of them are my ex-mods. I don't know. She's got Kim or Unveiling. And that group, Kim. And Moderate, I think, and who else? I don't know. Shins, of course, and Sue M and Just Brit. Oh, Just Brit did a video about me, but she left for 8 months. I was not a fan of hers before she left for 8 months. To be honest,
is Shen still around? Well, she the one? No, she's the one. No,
she's hanging out. Sorry, there we go. She's hanging out in other communities a lot, like whatever. She shows up when there's some drama, and she showed up today, and she's been around the last few days a little bit, I think. I don't know.
Trying to remember, is Just Brit the one who like she had to move like right before like Christmas or something like that? Is that who Just Brit?
I don't know. She just come back to Twitter. She was gone. She was one of the ones who wanted to tell their story when Super Mommy told their story. She was one of those. But now she's
No,
doing,
I just remember somebody like, she was living
it
somewhere and
seems like
basically
it. Does
she got
anybody-
kicked out, or they're forcing her to move, and it was right around Christmas time. She'd like lived there
I mean,
for
I remember hearing that, and
like
it sounds like it might be familiar. Does anybody else know? Let me turn off this, and it will make the delay go away. Maybe the blame shifted accordingly. It's just felt like what's going on now is after she was crying the whole time after me and Aaron come from her channel to mine, and I said I don't agree with what happened to Miss Charlotte. I feel like it's kind of the same thing that happened to me where it felt like 300 people against me, and if you don't like her, don't watch her. Don't turn on her and try to make all your friends turn on her. That's all I said. And can't we be kinder to each other? And then the next night, I won't want to mention it, but it got brought up again. And there were some things I hadn't said about some other people. And that night after I went live, she went live crying. She was crying the whole time, which made me feel bad, but I went back and listened. I didn't say anything
who was crying? Just
Dottie.
it, or
Dottie.
Oh,
and
okay.
she said I was on the whole video. Her and Shins was their moderator. And mind you, she's been telling people they need to check their moderators and keep them in line. A moderator is a reflection of the channel. Well, most people's moderators have channels too, a lot of them. So how do you gauge that? And they think YouTube should make moderator rules or something. You can't do that. But the day before this happened, she was tweeting Julie, she's fell out with, Julie and Charlotte, I think, and saying, here's another mod you need to get in check. It's being rude on public. And that night she went live, and her moderator were saying I was on drugs nodding off when I was falling asleep on my channel. Made it sound like I was on heroin. And basically, because who else uses the word nodding off? I hear that in the movies. And they said they knew I was on something heavy, and they were worried about my life. And then at the end, they start saying that I have a record. I have a record. I've been in trouble with the law, and I've never. And she's repeated that after I said that was a lie. She's come back and said, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. And now she's striking my channel because somebody named a crime that she must have knew somebody with that crime. I don't know. But it's just crazy, Joey. It's hypocritical.
You have any strikes?
No. YouTube told her that she didn't have. There weren't no violations in my video, and she said look again and started putting more tweets. And
she reached out on Twitter though. That doesn't.
Yeah, she at Team YouTube like Katie does, and you know.
Yeah.
But so everybody would see it, because the whole point is when she did her video, in my opinion, people spoke up that this ain't right. You're doing this to Charlotte and Julie and Lil Red. And she stopped talking, stopped doing public anything, and said she was going to step back and take a break or whatever. And I think she's trying to turn to people, like some people have been nice to me and come back and like watching again. And I just think she has a goal. Like, why do you want people to hate other people? I don't get it.
Charlotte seems to have taken like a hit. Like,
she took a hit. She did.
Her viewers are down, because I remember I would, like, I don't want to criticize her like in this way. Like, I just didn't enjoy, because she just hi, how is this person doing, and she reads their comments. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I mean there's I'm sure a lot of there's channels that are for some or for everybody, but everybody ain't for everybody.
Right.
I reached out to Miss Charlotte, and I had made up with her in probably January, February, but I didn't tell anybody. There wasn't no need to make an announcement, because I didn't do it so the public would know. I did it because we need to be okay with each other. It's like we're neighbors, kind of, to me. And she said, "Don't worry about that. It's over. We're good." And then when what happened, and everybody turned on her like that, I felt like it was what's it called when you've experienced this before? I felt like I was having deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah.
And They said this
Well,
time,
what I was going to say was
there was more people standing up for Charlotte.
I just was always surprised. Like, if she have like 500, 600 people watching, I was like, wow, it's like, holy crap. You know what I mean? She had unbelievable viewers. And now it's like a couple of times I've looked, like when because I still get to like the notifications. I don't, like I said, I don't really watch any of this stuff, but I'd like peek in, and she's only got like 300 or something. So it looks like her channel took like a decent hit.
Yeah, she's probably 50 members she's lost. No. Yeah, she said close to 100 subs. She's lost some, but like a lot. But what's happened now, I think the whole community, and I stayed neutral. Like, I didn't want to be in the what side of the court case are you? I didn't want to be in that mess at all. Like, I'm neutral. I said that even when Charlotte got doxxed, I didn't say anything. Well, what I said something about is what looked like to be a mob mentality gang up on Charlotte and Julie because somebody got timed out. I mean, oh no, because she did that video questioning a witness in the case. If you don't like her, don't watch her. And trying to convince her paying members who give her super chats that she's all about the money and she don't care. Like, if they pay her every day, they're not going to listen to you. And if she's bad, they'll see it in their own time. But why do you have to be the YouTube police and turn everybody against? Like, I've been there, and it feels terrible to think everybody hates you. Like, it's the worst feeling. Is especially if you've got anxiety or any kind of disorder like I do. It was just
the only thing I don't get is people like caring about other people's money. It's like, what are you worried about? Like, so what does it matter if she's trying to get money? I mean, like, yeah, she's on YouTube and she's a content creator, so if she's asking for money, who cares?
Right.
Like,
and one of her,
maybe that's her income and she needs the money. You know what I mean? Like, there's something wrong with that. I don't get that.
Right. And then, like, after she got doxxed, it was a dox, like, it was her record, like a record. Then people started trying to dig up to see if she had any more. And one lady, that I used to have on my on panel, that was a small YouTuber, and she also used to work with Katie at that online magazine thing. She said she was hearing that there were. Hold on,
you're talking about Suzanne?
Yeah, she was going to do a video because they found out there was another charge, but I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't think it was. I think she was mistaken. But she apologized for that and retracted it because she was just mad or whatever. But other people were like digging. If you find if you're able to find the information because of a dox, it's still a dox if you tell it, And no, this isn't all from the flower pot thing. The flower pot thing is what put a wedge in with me and Charlotte to start with. And it was never intended. I couldn't get up with her. I didn't have Twitter. And that night that I was trying to talk to her, the reason it got out of hand, like every time I would start the sentence, and we talked about what I was going to say, I was just going to tell her, you've got mods that you need to like check because they're 2-week-old accounts and they're in my DMs or in my public comments cussing me out and calling me trash and B words. And but I couldn't get the sentence out because my viewers were saying, but Charlotte never talks about you. Charlotte doesn't say anything bad about you. And someone on panel would interrupt me to read it, and I would have to start over because I had to say, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting it. Just let me say what I got to say. And it's nothing bad, but it all went haywire, whatever. So we made up after that. We're good now. Me and Charlotte. That flower pot thing was crazy.
What do you mean flower pot thing?
Flower pot was one of her mods, but I woke up one morning and my video had comments on it calling me names, like ugly names, and saying that we ignore other channels' subscribers. And then they emailed Charlotte, and I don't know who else, and told her that people from my channel or from other channels, they said other channels, ignore them when they speak in theirs chats. just trying to stir trouble. But I know where it came from. I think it was a planned attack, Joy, and I was right. And poor Miss Charlotte, like you can tell she's very soft-hearted just by the way she handled that. And I just felt bad for her, so I wanted to stand up for her because I felt that was right. And other people stood up for Charlotte too. And it got really bad on around between the sides because they were it was relentless. They were attacking each other, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I think it's kind of calmed down a little bit now. I really do. I hope it stays calmed down. I wished she'd emailed me and said, I don't like that chat, and I just took it down. I took it down anyway. It ain't got to be public, everything. So, how's John?
John? Oh no, it's just a matter of time.
I'm sorry. Tell your sister she's got back to people praying for her.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, he like sleeps all the time, and like he was in the he was just got out of the hospital. He was there for 3 weeks, and now he's.
Has he had COVID?
No, he.
I know what he's got, but I didn't know if he's had COVID since he's been in the hospital.
No, I mean, he just. I mean,
how far does she live from you?
She lives in Florida.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She lives, really far.
Are you gonna do you ever go see her?
No.
Well, she's from New Jersey though, right? No.
Yeah, we grew up in North Jersey.
And she just retired to Florida?
She moved down there with her daughter. She's been down there 30 years now, I guess. She didn't retire there. She went there. She worked for Home Shopping Network for a long time.
Oh, really? That's in Florida?
Yeah, it's right. It's on this road between St. Petersburg and what do you call it? Not St. Petersburg. What the hell's the name of that town again? Between Tampa and basically Pinellas County. I remember I used to pass it all the time. It was this big building, big square glass building, and she worked there for years. But what do you call it? She wind up, she's got the same thing I got, and it hit her late. I mean, she always had it, but I mean, for her, it's what do you call it? St. Pete is what it is. It's not St. Petersburg, but St. Pete. It's affected her nervous system more than mine is more skeletal. I saw the pain management guy today. They're probably going to start doing the injections.
What's going on in the chat, y'all? Is everything okay?
I don't think so. We got a bunch of mods in already. So
there's 150 people in here. Is there an argument going on in the chat? Hey, badass. Lorette, ooh. I cannot find the long song in my thing. I'll help Queen Julie. Everyone, please praise Julie. No, there ain't no need to be ugly. Julie hasn't been around causing any trouble lately. She won't cause any trouble before, but
is Mother of Dragon still around, or?
I have no idea. I blocked her long ago.
Yeah, I wound up blocking her.
Did you?
That's because I just was, said something, and I'll tell you about some of the stuff. Yeah,
I've got something to tell you. Remind me to tell you something too. I've got to.
But it's just because I'd always was supportive of her. When everybody was going after her for, I can't remember what everybody. Oh, they were all going after her for going after you. About the releasing the police report, remember, and everybody was all on her case, and I didn't, it's all right, what I mean. It's if what I mean, she's entitled to have her opinion, what I mean. She didn't agree with you, all right, so big deal, she didn't agree with you, and everybody was like I said, they're all I don't know what you call it, white knighting or whatever, but she was like outcast, and then she seems to she wound up attaching herself to the hate you crowd. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
the grannies. That's what they call themselves now, I think. Everyone that gets mad at me, they get automatically they hop on them. You know, let me tell you how bad she is. But when Dottie left, she told. Do you remember when she got so upset because they wouldn't quit tweeting about me, and she said, "So I guess y'all ain't gonna stop." Do you remember that? And when she blocked them.
What's that?
Do you remember when Dottie blocked them because they wouldn't quit tweeting? She started crying. She was
Blocked
upset.
who?
The grannies and that the hate crowd, my hate crowd.
No, I didn't know that she had a
Um,
problem with them.
she got sick of seeing it on Twitter, and she started crying. I don't remember the whole like how it started. But she told me something was on there, and I was like, they're never. It's just never going to end. Like they won't grow it. It's just like 4 people. So she said something to him like, I guess you hate me too because of guilt by association. And they're like, no. And she said, well, why don't y'all just quit and leave her alone? She don't say anything to y'all, leave her alone. And they tweeted again, so she blocked them. She told them, they're all her moderators now. She told them that I influenced her to block them. If I was going to influence her to block them, she'd have blocked them way before she did.
Right.
I mean, I didn't care. Like, we ain't got to be friends with the same people. But you're going to have to see bad tweets about me. I think they might have calmed down since. But
is Todd ever around? I wrote him the other day.
No, not since he came in. He came one night and came on panel. And
when he supported you that night?
Yeah, he was good that night, but I don't know. Like Dottie came in to the chat and he threw her a link and she come up on panel and kind of was like loud. And I said, look, I've apologized. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I hate that happened. I hate that I did that. I can't take it back now, but I'm sorry. I'm seriously sorry. She said, well, I don't forgive you, and left because Mike came in the room and was yelling at her. So, and
who came? Oh,
her boyfriend was like,
yeah.
They don't like the drama from the internet. So.
She only gets like 30 viewers or something like that, right? She doesn't get.
I have no idea. I honest, don't go unless it's something like ranting, and then she'll have a bunch, of course.
I mean, the one thing I used to like give her credit for was like, I mean, she doesn't like. It was always like Walmart things or, you know what I mean? It wasn't about like all her content was different, trivia and it wasn't about KJ.
I wanted to know in the chat. Kiki said my chat's rude, and they're usually not. So I'd like to know what's going on if she's still here. So talk to me, Kiki. She's been here before. I've seen her here. Or did she leave? What happened, Kiki? Why are you crying?
Yeah, she's still here. I mean, she just posted something, so.
Everyone has to defend Julie over nothing.
The mods need to be doing something about that.
If I was out of line, I'm sorry, but I thought you were being mean to Julie, and Julie's gotten a lot of hate lately. But I've never had. You've been in here before, and I've never had a problem. We're working it out with Kiki. Okay. Well, I hope she's okay. Please don't cry over internet stuff. And I'm sorry if you're upset. Y'all be nicer.
What about Comic? Does he do anything anymore? Because I haven't gotten a
I have no idea.
Notification from him.
For a while, I didn't talk to him after all the drama, and then he was going on the Glares channel, and I kind of ran into him there, and then he was going after that Katie, Critical K a little bit. I love you too, Julie. And then he disappeared, and the last time I messaged him, I said, or he told me he was going to the States, and then I heard that he was back, but he went like skiing and stuff. I don't know if he did some work over here too, but he said he was about to get back to it, is what I heard, but he hasn't. But he had a lot going on. His son lost a close friend at Christmas, near Christmas, and
Well, that's when we were still around. I remember.
Mhm. So, there's no crying in YouTube. No, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. I cried a bunch. Let's smile. Let's tell a joke. I don't want anybody to be sad because of my chat. So, yeah, it's been good. I took a break at Christmas or a little break, and now I don't stream every day. I try to, but it don't work. It's nothing like it used to be as far as streaming every day, but that's good. You don't want to do it every day.
Yeah,
And
that's too
like,
much every day.
Yeah,
Three,
sometimes
4 times a week is plenty.
sometimes I'll take whole weekends off and not stream. I had the baby since the baby was born,
Right.
and
did he move in next door yet, or?
Yes. They've been there 2 or 3 weeks now.
Well, that's cool.
It's amazing. I remember Dottie and someone else tearing unto you, saying you were addressing her behavior, not her as a person, in 2 hours. I said it was ridiculous. That was her stream that she did. Her and Shins were done. Wait, I don't know. You're talking about the live stream from December. That broke me. That was hard. That's why I didn't want that happen to Charlotte. I didn't want her to, because a bunch of people pick sides that probably people that were new and didn't even know nothing about my channel. They just listened to that. I don't know. I'm aware that people left because a pattern for a while, but why you got to mob, like, get out of your friends? I don't know. So change the subject, in Elle Bee's chat, I've got to watch it again because I didn't see a whole lot of rude. I saw a couple that were rude over and over, and no one was timing them out. Nobody ever got timed out, did they? The Lorianne's husband showed up on Twitter yesterday, mad as hell. He sent Leslie an email with a bunch of files in it, and she was scared to open it because she's had hack attempts, and it was a big red screen and said this may not be safe. So she sent it straight to Lori because if it's her husband, she can open it. That made him madder, and he's tweeting.
Her husband or her ex-husband?
Her ex-husband. He's tweeting, saying, "I've got a restraining order against her for me and my dog, my kid, and if she does this interview, you've got to cease and desist in your email. If you do this interview, you're in trouble." And she ain't got to talk about her husband and kid when she comes to talk about a court case. And I really was scared that Elle Bee was going to back down, but she has really
pretty
found her voice, and she ain't. Don't misinterpret her because she's nice. But
pretty sure you could talk about your own personal life, even if you know what I mean. Your ex doesn't want it.
Yeah, but he was on there. He was on public social media saying she lost custody. I got custody, and you want to ask her about the physical abuse she put me through. Okay, if you've got a restraining order and she's not supposed to be talking about you, you shouldn't be talking about her. Yeah, I do, Julie, because I talked to Leslie today, and she said that, he sent a bunch of legal documents to her about it, and she sent it to Lori. So it was him, I guess. I don't know if the Twitter account was him, but the email that the Twitter account disappeared. Is it back? Because it disappeared earlier. But yeah, there was people saying, taking his side, and people on his, like, trying to stop the interview from happening from Twitter. People didn't want it to happen, and they were in the chat being ugly tonight. Just, man, those guys have been fighting for years. You talking about the beauty gurus? Miss Cassandra says, theory, the agent Lorianne called KJ right after Elle Bee ended the live, saying mission accomplished. Now we watch as they rip each other apart. I agree, Miss Cassandra. I think you're probably right. You're probably right. Maybe it won't happen, but the ones who were a part in that chat tonight they were already at odds with the rest of us anyway, in my opinion. I think it's back. I think I heard that too. Hey, Sherry's Landscaping. Elle Woods. Do we know? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was him that was mad. And I mean, that was a real Facebook. That wasn't, I said, I don't mean to be ugly, but if she won't with mental health issues before she married him, I understand, because he was just aggressive. He didn't even try to be nice to Leslie. He could have come at Leslie like, look, she's got a restraining order. She's got this and this. She's not supposed to be talking. She's got issues that she doesn't make the best decision. Just anything nice. And Leslie would have been nice, but he didn't come correct. He came mad. And because she did mention how it was affecting her, like when Leslie went live and before she did part 3 of her Katie Joy series, she said, the person I'm interviewing is, drumroll, Lori Ann, and it'll be tomorrow, and she's going to talk about this and this and how it's affected her personal life because Kim contacted her husband in real life. And then all of them in the chat went crazy on her saying, you better have receipts. And then
Kim who?
The unveiling. Okay. But they didn't say anything about that in the video today or the interview. But I mean, I don't know if that's something Lori told because, you know, she told some untruths, I think, tonight. But that, like, Shins hopped in his DMs and, well, it was on public tweeting with him saying, well, she told him to get in her DMs. I don't remember what she said exactly. I'd have to go look. But it was crazy how the sides just parted. And in Leslie's chat tonight, there was some.
How long did she interview her for?
Phew. It started at 10 o'clock my time, and it ended an hour and 15 minutes ago. Right.
Okay.
Around
hour and 20 minutes.
No, it was a long time. 10. Well,
oh no, I forgot that clock is behind.
I think it was like 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours 15 minutes.
And then I was like, we should have done
pretty long interview.
Yeah, it's well. Let me stop. Lori was just going and she. Ooh, yeah. That everybody in chat was saying this went this shit the hell in a handbasket. I don't know.
Yeah, she should. You know, Lori should probably just stay away from.
Yeah, it was trying to. It was kind of like trying to wrangle cats. What's it called? A herd of cats or something. It didn't work. It was a good interview. Leslie asked good questions, but I don't know. What did you say? She should do what?
I don't think it's good for her mental health. She should probably just stay away from all of this stuff.
I agree. Or is there so? You know, because like people ask, she used like 6 different emails, and in the declarations there was always screenshots of emails to the lawyers. Every time she would email Katie's lawyer when she was talking to him, she was using a different email. And one of them was like Sue M. And Sue M is the one that did a video about me, who is a moderator for a bunch of people, but Dottie for one. And people were like, Sue M. And she was like, it ain't me. But I mean, that's a common, Sue is common. But she had a bunch of different emails, and I didn't hear the answer to that question. And Leslie did ask it, why so many emails? And I think she said she was using her friends' emails. Or no, she made different emails and she was using those email addresses, maybe. She made different emails for YouTube, like sock accounts. And then they talked about her having people making fake Lori accounts. Because I think there definitely was one in Eunice one. I bet Shins has a fake cop badge and everything. At least it's fun to think about. I don't know. She took a break, I heard, for a while from here. But she's got to come back when there's some drama. Is giving out someone's last known dates of period doxing? Maybe. This is the wrong place to ask. Maybe you'll get a hard no from me there. Hey, Ann K. She also said she didn't watch much YouTube. No, I don't know. No, it's making sure. My chat keeps jumping. Nothing. Some things never change. Go look at Twitter. Police. What am I looking for? Are you looking at the chat, Joey?
What's that? No, I was just looking at I just got my test results from today because I had like X-rays done and stuff.
150 tweets in a day. He messed up. Who? Oh, that the ex-husband. I'm trying to see what police wife wants me to see. Salt has new tweets if you want to bring them up. Alrighty then. I can do that. Let's see. Share screen. Oh. We saw the first two. Okay. Saw that one. Wait, they would be at the top, wouldn't they? I feel like, why is he ranting? Oh, it's early there. What time is it on the West Coast, Joey? 12, 11, 10, 9?
Well,
9:30, 10:30 there?
1:30, 10:30, yeah.
Perhaps our documents of what actually happened tell a different story. We do not rely on witness statements unless they are backed by documentation, as the documents speak louder than the messenger delivering them. I give you permission to track me. I think these were all in the declarations too. I think they are. So I want you to have the ability to do whatever, or if you ever want to. It's okay. You should take a look at the comments on my page and on Reddit. Enjoy. They all applaud what you did. She says, okay, I'm willing to be it. I have to be ready for it. Thank you again for accepting my apology. I am really seeing how things now since she told me she submitted a declaration and then lied. I don't mind if you inspect my phone records and she gets hung up on something and she can't let it go. Like, the thing that made her mad with Saltsy or with Brown is
talking about Lorianne.
The wrong Lorianne. Like, who? Why is that your concern? She don't have the same middle name. I don't know why that was. She could have called that Lorianne and told her. Why are you hung up on that? But it's like she hyper focuses on something. I don't mind if you inspect my phone. She said that to him like a bunch of times. I haven't spoke to her, to Katie, or messaged her. I just want to be believed. Thank you for clearing that up. He said, thank you for the offer. We believe you. You've been forthright and honest. That's all we can ask. Okay. I want to make sure I have the correct definition of mass flagging. She asked Leslie what mass flagging was not to. I think that means she told me to report Sherelle's video. I myself, did report it, but I didn't tell or ask anyone else to. Do I have it right? I hope so. I hope I didn't add myself to the lawsuit. No. Thank you so much. I was worried. She's a worrier. Change your Wi-Fi router password. Thank you so much. I am in a much better place today. I will try that. I want to document this. See, that was him. She was freaking out about something. That was when she was not in a good place, and he told her to maybe change her password because somebody was trying to get in her stuff. I want to document this. I fear the uptick of targeted harassment from this group or others may continue. Katie may be behind this. I have no facts to prove this. Most likely, I will return my devices to factory reset. And that's the thing. I mean, some people, I don't know, some people get hacked or attempts and stuff. Some people are paranoid about it. I always try to not think that way, except that one day that I called Joey freaking out because somebody tried to get my Google email. How many times? Like 3 times in 2 minutes. And I was shaking so much I couldn't even change. I couldn't get my password changed because couldn't stop shaking.
Right.
It was crazy. And it was the night after I had shown my email on screen, so it freaked me out. Let's see. No, it was the night after I had signed in, and Joey was like, they can count your keystrokes. And I was like, don't say that. It was that next day. That one we've read. I can't see Susan Tickameyer's tweets. They appear private. She's been trying to talk to him. My eldest daughter got to spend her spring break with Lainey. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, I think that's it for now. So, yeah, I think I'm going to, it's been an hour and a half, and I'm sleepy, and I slept all day today and all day yesterday because I stayed up all night with my friends. So I'm going to get off of here, and I might do a depending on what time I get up and if I see the baby tomorrow or not, I might do a day stream after I watch Leslie's video. But I feel like we've talked about it, and there weren't no big surprises in it, except for I was kind of shocked that she sounds like she's, hey, Lauren, have you got that? Oh, hell. Change of plans. Hold on. She got the IG Live in my email because that is my girl.
What do you mean got the IG Live?
Because we knew she was going to do it. Katie went live when during the interview. She always does. But I heard that she was beside herself, or she was just in rare form, or not rare form, actually.
Why? Because Lorianne came out of the woodwork?
No, you'll see. Take this.
So do they think like Lorianne has that? What is it? Dissociated person? Like
no. She does not have DID. She's got other things that they haven't said publicly, but they closed that file or whatever. How long are these? 5 minutes apiece. Okay. No, I don't think she has that, but that's another witness in the case. Okay, it's actually showing it on screen. All right, let's listen. I think they meant red form like like wine live or something. She's been in the wine.
Oh. Hold on.
There's a big oaf behind her.
Hi, guys. I saw Amy watching, and I was going to see if she would join, but she said rats. I saw Amy. 37,000 feet in the sky. Oh, my gosh. Oh,
What is she talking about? What is she doing? She's just reading the chats. Is Amy in her chat? Is that what's going on?
And who's Amy?
Amy Duggar King.
Oh, okay.
Lauren said she was cheersing. She was drinking.
Amy says, I'm holding a sleeping baby. Oh, tell Daxie hi.
Aww.
I totally understand.
I totally
Love
hated
you,
when you brought that
so
kid on my
excited.
channel.
I just ordered a bunch
That's
of
what
clothes from
said.
3130. And it's about to, she sent them in the mail, and I cannot wait. I love 3130. It's like my favorite store right now.
3130, y'all. 3135.
Hello.
I don't have the list in front of me.
I love Amy Duggar.
Hello.
Amy, did you know that Reddit is obsessed and they think it's weird that we're friends?
She's been watching already again.
Amy, like Katie. That's the dumbest thing ever.
All right, Terry Lynn, thank you for coming.
And people are always tagging you on any of my posts, being all like, I can't believe Amy's your friend after a post like this.
But Amy's the one who's like kind of like the outcast, right? She's not like
she doesn't like them.
Amy. Like, why is it so weird? And no, she's not my source, you guys. Oh, you've never even been on Reddit? Oh my God, they call you Famey. They call you Famey. They're all like, Famey? Of course she would be friends with Katie. She's just trying to get her 15 minutes of fame.
What in the heck is that voice? Yo. Oh my God, there's the guy that's harassing everybody. The Kev guy is in her chat right now. Girl, if they reached any lower, they'd be touching their nipples. It's what he just said. Right under Amy. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? Kevin Louvier, who was he was tweeting everybody at first from his old male escort account. He's in her chat. I'm gonna hit play. I've got to find my phone. I can't find it. I had it going. I'm gonna hit play. Joey, call me.
It's not weird.
Oh.
No. When you hit it off when you're friends with someone, you're just friends. It doesn't matter what they believe. Yeah, they call you Famey. They're all like, Famey! It's the weirdest thing. Why would you call her Famey? Sometimes the Duggar Snark Reddit gets really categorically sinister. I love Amy. I just ordered a bunch of her pre-orders at 3130. I am obsessed with her shop, you guys. This isn't even sponsored. Not sponsored. She knows that I just love her shop. And this is not 3130, but lots of the clothes that I wear are 3130 because.
Did you hear it? You're letting this run. You got to probably.
That's really soft. And
probably
I
should pause it.
Modesty, not intentionally, just because I'm old as fuck. Because I'm an old lady.
You there?
Hello.
Hello.
Up here, you guys. It's more down at my feet, and so I'm not showing stuff on up here anymore. Unless I'm gonna get a lift of some sort.
I can't find it. It's okay.
Yeah. You got it. You should pause it. You've been running. It's been running a little bit.
Oh, this is IG. There's she don't have no thing in IG. They can't do anything about it.
So you don't hear it ringing?
No. Which I knew it needed to be plugged in when I had it last. It needed to be plugged in. So
it's not dead because it would. If it was dead, it would only ring once and go straight to voicemail. It's ringing 4 times, so it's not dead.
I don't know. I haven't been anywhere. It's probably in the car then. Call me one more time. I'll go to the car and look. I've got to have my phone. I've got to set it. Let's listen.
Love her tops. So I did a live stream on YouTube and I answered a bunch of questions about the interview with Katie's brother, which was interesting. And hi. Probably I wanted to do music and love the idea of it, but then realized I wanted to own me. Yeah, I don't want to be famous. Famous people are picked apart. No, thank you. No, I don't. There was a special you guys did. Someone sent it to me, like your first year of marriage. I need to watch that. I still need to. I actually have been watching some of the old 19 Kids and Counting, and you're hilarious in those, Amy. People don't realize how funny you are. Okay. Yeah, people were acting like I didn't know what going into it was, so I built another live on my Instagram or on my YouTube and answered questions. But I for sure knew everything. Like I knew that he wasn't going to say anything negative about the Duggars. I knew that he was going to say. I knew that it wasn't going to be like this bombshell thing. He told me up front he knew nothing about the ideal.
How many times did she sip the wine? I don't know where it's at. It's all right. There's an echo. Really? Can everybody hear it?
It might have been because you. I don't know. Do you use you don't use headphones, do you?
Never. Hardly. What's the echo in my voice or like the recording? I'm gonna hit play.
He told me up front he didn't know anything about that side of things. He also told me up front that he was not and had not spoken to Katie's dad since the divorce, that he did not like Katie's dad, that he tried his best to be supportive to Katie despite everything, was not a fan of Katie's dad. But I don't think that he wanted to go on and be like, you know, I think he was just trying to be a good big brother.
Yeah, I agree with the crowd. I'll be glad if Amy could see the real Katie, but that makes me not like Amy. And I liked her on the show. I liked her on the show because she was more down to earth, normal.
She seemed funny. She's the one who had the baby that time or whatever. She was like laughing. She always had a smile on her face.
On the show, she was funny. My mama, that's when my mama.
Not on the show, when what's her name interviewed her. When Katie interviewed her.
She's the one that Katie looked at the baby with the stink eye the whole time.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
But she was just laughing like the whole time, and she had a smile on her face the whole time, and the contrast between her and Katie, who's always got that like sour puss on her face.
Right, and the problem is like, why does she like Katie? I don't know.
Probably because she doesn't care for the family, I guess. So, you know what I mean? Like, enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of deal.
I mean, I guess, but pick an evil one, I guess. I don't know.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
They didn't have custody. He had 50-50. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. I didn't have the migraine.
So is that you or is that
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know kids could get migraines until my son started having them. It's bad.
How can you not know that children get migraines as well?
That was the one thing that pregnancy cured for me.
And
I've not had a migraine since I had my child. Before I had my son, I got migraines.
It seems so basic that, what I mean? Whatever an adult can have, a child can
have. I would get migraines with my cycle, and I would be in the ER.
Now Katie's going to make us hear about her period. Great. We got 48 likes and 128 in here. Go hit a like.
And I'd have to get shots. I had emergency meds.
So your emojis don't go by how long you've been a member anymore?
Yes. My member badges do, yeah. But once you're 6 months, it stays the same.
Okay.
And I don't think I can change that. It stays the same for a year or something.
No, I could change my thing. It's just, remember I was number one. That was the first.
Yeah, you were my first Patreon, my first member, our first super chat, I think.
No, I never super chatted. I just was the first.
Was it PayPal?
No, I just for your first channel subscriber and first Patreon.
Yeah. And he's still here, y'all. He don't hate me. Let's listen.
I haven't had a single migraine.
Yeah, I don't believe in just casting people aside for,
My dog is barking. If I get him.
Hurry up, Katie. She got off her ass to let the dog in. I fast forwarded.
Lobe piercing. Well, I'm certainly not going to pierce my 8-year-old son's lobes. but
Certainly not.
he gets really sweaty. I've never known people that get sweaty with migraines.
Well, it takes a lot of medication,
It's
doesn't it?
growing really far back. It's doing so much better. It's getting nice and long.
When's she gonna grow it on her
It's
forehead
really
again?
frustrating the trolls because the trolls like to say that I'm losing my hair and that I'm like have a receding hairline and I'm
She does have. She does.
She
hair
does have a
loss, but
receding
it's
hairline, and
actually
I'm not picking on her
true.
looks. That's just
So
facts.
they're trying to like get
I mean,
me
she's
to
got that.
a
Yeah, I
hair.
mean, I don't.
It's
I'm
like,
old. I'm older, but if you remember, like olive oil from Popeye,
yeah,
like the way she's got that like crown, you know what I mean? The way her hair sticks out in the middle, like
yeah,
that's what her hair does. You could see it's like right where her middle of her forehead, it sticks out, and then her hairline goes back, really far on the sides of her temples.
yeah. She says she gained 7 pounds because of COVID.
Well, she could use it, you know what I mean? She was kind of
Yeah, she
skinny.
was really thin.
Yeah.
I could use 7 pounds. Not anymore. I've gained some. This is
Do you ever see that girl that everybody talks about? I mean, she's like a rail. It's like,
Eugenia Cooley. Yeah,
I feel so bad for her. She's like,
I think
um,
she's fighting to be that way, though, right? She
have you
don't.
ever seen that girl? Her name is like Playmate Tessie. She's like that psycho who
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I saw. Like I went on it was her Instagram or her Twitter, and she took a picture of her back, and she's like, she looks like she's come out of a concentration camp. You could see like all the
It's
bones.
terrible.
I feel so bad for her. She's got problems. I mean, that girl is crazy.
But she doesn't want to be better, right?
Well, she's 18. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Oh yeah, somebody needs to put their foot down and make her, but it's sad. I know.
well, you could tell. Like, there was that one, like, the thing that got her kicked out. Like, I remember, I can't remember where I saw it, but she's like sleeping. She does these weird videos where she streams herself sleeping and stuff.
Are you talking
So,
about the other girl now?
Playmate Tessie is her name.
Yeah, the one that talks weird, and she's obsessed with that guy.
What guy?
She was the few I saw. She was like obsessing over this guy, and this girl came into her live stream and said, "I remember you from high school, and you've always been obsessed with him, and he don't want nothing to do with you."
She's the one who's like, I'm rich, Ratch. She says Ratch all the time instead of
Yeah,
rich.
I know
She
who you're
says
talking about.
Ratch, and like so like this is when she was still before she got kicked out, before her dad
Kicked out.
kicked her out. She
Oh,
was
her
the
dad-
one who made fun of the person with cancer. That's kind of what she became infamous for. But so like she did like one of her, I guess I never watched her, but it showed like she's sleeping and she's still living at home, and the father's yelling at her sister, like screaming at her, and it got him fired because it went out live. You know what I mean? But
and he got fired. I heard that her dad got fired. I heard that.
yeah, he got fired. Well, you should have heard what he was saying
Well, I
to like
heard
his
that
daughter.
she got her dad fired. Is what I heard.
No, he got fired. You could hear him. Like I remember there was another. She played like because I watched a couple of her streams, like a phone message or like she just had him on speakerphone or something. He's like, you got me fired.
In the chat, he's not talking about Eugenia now, but he
No.
was a while ago about the skinny. But
Yeah.
now he's talking about this other YouTuber.
Yeah, her name is Playmate Tessie.
She is out there.
She's crazy. She's out there. She's like really out there, but you could tell that she didn't have like.
No, I haven't seen her dad anywhere.
He was. I guess he's like some kind of Hollywood guy. Where I don't know if he's a music composer. Or, he's some kind of he had a really good job, but when she was doing one of her live, her streams where she's like sleeping on a couch, and you can hear the dad yelling at her other sister, like, "Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? You're dependent on." I mean, it's really nasty, and that so you could tell this is why she's kind of crazy. Is like, this is the kind of, she doesn't have some like loving dad who's like supportive, and you know what I mean. She's got some kind of crazy father who, you know what I mean. That's why these kids are like this.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't just get that way. You know what I mean. She didn't have any kind of. Doesn't seem like she had one of those loving, nurturing, like, the way my parents were. My parents were, supportive, normal people who didn't do crazy stuff. And, it seems like her dad was just like one of these,
Jackass.
Y'all,
We're gonna finish playing this one, and then I've got like a few more parts, but I've got to I've got to make myself go to sleep tonight because I can't. Yeah. Tomorrow is my baby day, so I can't sleep all day tomorrow. Let's listen.
What, do you get it once a week?
No, I mean, they're beside me. I go 3 or 4 times a week, but Fridays she knows I'm coming for a while, for like a couple hours.
Had a very high hairline, and I've always had like a large forehead.
Right.
I don't know anything more than what I told you about the Duggar fallout with the Caldwells. Sorry. I've told you everything I already know. You guys keep asking the same question about the Caldwells. I've told you everything I know. I've said it in multiple videos. You can go through the videos.
God, she's a witch.
I haven't watched her in a while. It just
over and over. I don't have any.
Can't stop touching her hair. It's so weird the way she's so.
I don't know the extent of it.
That tick. You know what I mean?
Why is she so rude?
They're living in the log home still.
Stop.
They still live in the same house they lived in. They built a house, and then her parents are living in the house that they built.
How's Cash doing?
He's aggravating me right now. Cash. He's huge. Why are you sniffing me? Where's my phone? How close does Find Your iPhone get to your iPhone? I know it's in this house.
It'll tell you exactly where it is, basically. You know what I mean? So
it won't tell me what room it's in. It'll just tell me what address it's at, right?
Pretty much, yeah. But it'll do that ringing thing where it'll ring for like 10 minutes too.
It'll make your phone ring?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell.
You say find my phone, and then like it'll show you where it is, and then it says, you tell it to ring it. It rings for like 5-10 minutes.
I might have to do that when I hang up this call. Hope. Let's listen. Cash. Stop. Oh, she was being quiet. What was that? One of those crab? What are they called? White claws or something?
I will definitely tell you guys if I learn anything new. All I can tell you about Jim Bob when it comes to churches and other men is he seems to have a pattern of having like disagreements with various people, and then generally means that they leave the church. And I don't know. They've been through a lot of them.
I don't know
what to the extent he had a falling out with Gil Bates, Paul Caldwell, Terry Forsyth. There's been lots of them.
Why did she come on here? She talks shit to everybody.
I wanted to be friends with Reed. I was like, you are such a sweet little boy. Wasn't he cute? Wasn't his hair adorable? I wanted his hair. I was like, you're so cute. I had no makeup on. I felt like such a I was so not camera ready. He's like, you ready to go right now? And I was like, oh my God, I don't have any makeup on. I just worked out. I looked like such a mess. And I was like, hold on. Let me get some concealer on. It's my time of the month, and I have.
Oh my God, nobody cares. That's the 3rd time she's mentioned her period. I don't want to hear about it. Yeah.
So no more OBS for you? You're using StreamYards, I see.
Well, you're supposed to be able to run OBS labs over this and do the widgets and stuff.
Right.
But I don't want to use Voicemeter Banana.
Why not?
Because I don't understand. I don't like it.
That's easy. It really is. You get used to it. It's really easy. I remember I was just thinking about that the other day because, I have another hard drive, which only has Windows on it. And I went to go try and use it. And because I have the way my monitor is set up, my TV, I have to use the voice meter. Otherwise, you know what I mean? And Bool had helped me set up all that stuff. And I was like, it just reminded me about Bool. I felt bad.
Yeah.
But I remembered how to do everything. And, all you have to do is you install this one thing. It's called virtual cable. And you just aim, it's on the voice meter. Once you set it up once, that's it. You don't have to mess with it anymore. Like, that's what I had to do
I'll
when,
let you do it for me. But we won't bore them to death with they're like,
Okay.
no, it don't make us listen to the tech stuff. I'm so glad you came, Joey. I told Tammy, I talked to Tammy earlier, and I said, I'm gonna call Joey because you told me you would stream with me. But the last time I called, I had something scheduled, and you said not nothing. But yeah, we need to do another one of these.
Okay.
And I love you, and I'm glad you're doing okay. I appreciate y'all staying up late with me and coming over. Watch for a video for tomorrow. I don't know if we're definitely going to have. I'm not going to say definitely. The plan is for Jada to come talk tomorrow night. If I do a day stream, I'll try to schedule at least a half hour ahead of time. And y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Bye.
Night,
Sarah
everybody.
said, we miss your face. We love you. Everybody misses Joey. Bye, Joey. Bye, y'all.